Morning, boys. Morning. Welcome. You're listening to Just My Two Cents. This is the Just My Two Cents UFC Vegas 86 weigh-in show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is for you, I hope that y'all are doing well. It is Friday. It is another weigh-in show. We got another UFC card coming y'all's way tomorrow at the Apex. Should be a card of fights. So, yeah, I'm here to talk about them, to cover the weigh-ins. The weigh-ins are going to start in little less than half an hour. I will tell you how I think the fighters look on the scale. I will tell you how I think they size up. And I will also tell you that I think that it really doesn't matter. Whoever the better fighter is will win most of the time. But I just like covering the weigh-ins. Gets me hyped for the fights. So, yeah, that's why I do this. It is February 9th, 2024. My day's going okay so far, I guess. It needs to be going a little better, though, and it is about to. Before I get this thing kicked off, if you're not already, follow me on Tapology. I'm not the best predictor in the world, but I'm certainly not the worst. I talk about what I'm going to pick every fucking week, and I make my picks on Tapology, and I have for like the past 3 or almost 4 years. So again, 63%, almost 63% for over 1,000 picks. Like, that's not bad. So yeah, follow me on Tapology. Follow me on X. Matter of fact, I don't care if you follow me on X or not. I'm starting to give less and less of a fuck about Twitter. But yeah, follow me on X anyway, just for the fucking sake of it. And yeah, follow me on Letterboxd if you are into movies and movie talk. If you like movie talk, myself and my buddy Aaron the dog have been doing a movie countdown show on this channel every Thursday evening for the past since last year. And man, it has been a lot of fun. I've been greatly enjoying it. But the Cosmic Countdown is actually going to take place today, boys. So again, if you like movie talk, it usually takes place on Thursday, but today the Cosmic Countdown is going to be taking place. So it should be 4:30 today, Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the dog. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't. He's back doing his UFC breakdown shows. This past Wednesday was no exception. It was a great episode. Make sure y'all check it out. Yesterday, this past Thursday, was also a new episode of the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. Shout out to the boys at Pub. Shout out to Big Show. MMA Locker Room himself, the reigning Pub Contest UFC Pick'em champion. Shout out to Billy Briz. Shout out to all those boys, man. Speaking of the contest, sign up. It is free, costs you nothing to sign up. It's super easy to sign up. The best score wins $100. Now, we were talking about this on the podcast yesterday, and I was saying, like, you do, and I'm sorry, you do have to be good to win this. I don't care what Mills says. Mills is my dude. Shout out to MMA Locker Room. Check out his the most recent interview he did with Max Griffin. Check out the old interview he did with Max Griffin too. But this most recent one was a good one. Check him out. Now, Mills was saying you don't have to be good to win this. To me, I disagree with that. Like, yeah, you can get lucky. There's like beginner's luck. But if you think you're just gonna like not know what the fuck you're doing and just randomly make picks and just hit this every time, you're fucking dreaming, man. I'm sorry. I got to push back on that. This is difficult to win. I've won it 3 times, but that's because I'm a decent predictor. You can be lucky and not know what the fuck you're doing and hit it, but like that is very fucking rare, man. So yeah, I take pride in the fact that I've been good enough to win this thing 3 times. And I'm going for my 4th one. So if you think you're a better predictor than me, if you think you're a better predictor than Mills, sign up. Fucking prove it. If you're better than everybody else, you get $100. Every fucking UFC card costs you nothing. No reason to not sign up. And like I said, man, shout out and congratulations to MMA Locker Room himself. Gets his first dub. I'm sure he'll be going for another one, defending his championship. And I will be there to try and dethrone him. But like I said, man, shout out to Mill, shout out to Billy, and shout out to my dude Big Show. Now, while we're on the subject, this is my channel, and the views expressed on it are my own. If they happen to line up with dudes that I'm cool with, that's cool. But they do not necessarily reflect the views of Pub Sports Radio or Aaron the Dog, my moderators, the Dome, which is the greatest group chat in the world. These are just my opinions, and I want that to be known. Now, like I said at the beginning of the stream, man, shout out to the 3 people in the building. This is the UFC Vegas 86 weigh-in show. The weigh-ins are going to start here in 22 minutes. I got a couple burning questions that I always have for the chat. A couple things that like questions that are always on my mind leading into these cards, and I'm kind of curious as to where y'all's heads are at with this. These few questions. I kind of narrowed it down to 4, but I got 5 actually. 5 questions that I have for anyone that's about to watch this card or thinking about this card, whatever. These are my burning questions, boys. What's the fight of the night? What's going to put everyone to sleep? Who are we going to be talking about after the card? Who's going to get robbed? What's your favorite bet? This card is, Man, it's not good, but I like it better than last week's card, honestly. And you might be saying that like, oh, you got your ass kicked. Like, yeah, I did, but I still feel better about this card than I did about last week. I feel better about my bets than I did last week. It just seems like more straightforward of a card for some reason. I know that's like, it seems like there's a lot of, I don't really know what's going to happen here. I felt like that way more last week. Like, I'm going to be wrong on some of these. It's very rare that I hit perfects. Like, I'm trying to think about ever hit like a perfect card. I know there's a couple where I've only gotten like one wrong, maybe two wrong, but yeah, it's hard to hit perfect, but I just feel better about some of these matchups. I picked a couple underdogs. I picked like, I think I picked 3 underdogs for this card, but I bet 2 of them. So I'm gonna talk about that here in a second. But yeah, man, it's so funny, man. People, this community is very funny, very fickle. So here we go. UFC Vegas 86, Piper Hermanson. I think that the fight of the night, I think Michael Johnson versus Darius Flowers has got fight of the night potential. I would say Tavares Rodriguez. I think that's going to be fun for as long as it lasts, but I don't think it's going to last very long. Maybe Ige Feely, but I think Ige is going to kind of have his way in that fight. Yeah, right now I'm leaning towards Johnson and Flowers. I could maybe see Giles Prates being fight of the night. Griffin Wells. You look at this card, a lot of people are going to say Griffin Wells for fight of the night. Maybe. I don't know, man. I could see that. Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna say Michael Johnson and Darius Flowers put on a banger. They don't like each other. I don't know, man. This is what I'm thinking. What's up, Noah? What up, big boys? What you doing, boys? What you know good? So yeah, that's my pick. Flowers Johnson is my pick for fight of the night. Snoozer. I will say the snoozer will be. I could see Ige and Feely being kind of boring. I know I just said that might have fight of the night, but I can see that kind of being boring too, man. If that's grappling heavy, I could see that being kind of lame. I could see Clark Prachniow getting a little lame. If it's Prachniow worried about getting hit and Clark just kind of being Devin Clark, and I don't know, dude. I could see that one getting weird. Maybe Emil Garcia. I kind of feel like Hyder Emil is going to come in here and put on a show, but it's just really just because I don't think highly of Fernie Garcia. But I'm not sure, man. I don't know. Snoozer. Yeah, I'll say it's Clark Prachniow. I'd say it's that one for me. What is up, Owen Young? What are you doing? Hello to you, my brother. Says, hello, brother. Once again from the Emerald Isle. I predict Joey P getting performance of the night. Well, shout out to you, Owen Young. All the way across the other side of the pond. Shout out to the Emerald Isle. And yeah, man, I have got Joe Pye for myself. And I think that if he does knock out Jack Hermanson, I think he will get performance of the night. I think he will definitely get the 50K. Dana loves him. If he puts on a show in the main event, like, yeah, it's far and away the best fight on this card. On paper, anyway. And I do think that will be performance of the night. I could see that maybe getting boring, though. If I'm honest, I could see if Hermanson fights Scary, I could see that being like kind of tedious to watch, like Pyfer trying to cut off the cage and Hermanson just being herky jerky. But yeah, I like Pyfer in that spot. I think he gets to Hermanson and knocks him out. But yeah, I don't want to steal yours. I can see Pyfer. Well, I said this yesterday on the Pub podcast. That is the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. Make sure y'all download that anywhere you can. It's closing in on 2,000 downloads, boys. I think it's at 1,900 right now. So shout out to everyone that's been involved in that. And big shout out to my dude Big Show for putting in all that work, doing the production and putting out all the tweets and shit. And shout out to Mills and Billy and everyone else that's been like, you know, on there with Twitter, like retweeting and reposting, and everyone else has been doing it too. So yeah, man, that I've been really really fortunate to be a part of that, and it's been a great time, dude. That's I always enjoy doing it on Thursday. So make sure y'all download that, man. This past week, yesterday was a great episode, and I said this yesterday on the podcast. This is the fighter that I feel the most confident about. This is the spot that I feel most confident with. It was the first bet that I made, and I think he's going to get performance of the night. Because I don't think it's going to last very long, and I think it's just going to be fucking devastation. So, performance of the night for me is going to be Bogdan Guskov. I know quite a few people around Bogdan, which makes me a little nervous. He is turning into the popular dog of the week, which, like I said, that's not great. But I just don't think Pauga is very good. He couldn't finish Jordan Wright. That's a huge red flag. He got whooped by Modestas. You know, Modestas isn't like a bad fighter, but he's not a great fighter either, man. He's kind of a high-end jobber, and dude, Bogdan cracks. Pogba's got a dodgy chin. He gets rocked quite a bit. He got slumped cold by Mo Usman. I think Bogdan's going to fuck him up. He just doesn't play with his food, and Pogba's just not a really fighter to me. For banger of the night, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that potentially. You about crazy as fuck for that. Loma is going to wreck her shit, dude. Loma is going to... Yeah, she's going to fuck Brazil up. I think, to me, that could be another one. That could be another performance of the night spot for Loma. I see a few performance of the night potential spots here. Guskov is my pick. I can see Loma getting it. I think she's going to knock Brazil out. Club and Sober. Dude. Nah, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say that shit. Hobo Cop, I can see him taking care of Tavares in devastating fashion and getting a bonus. Brychek. Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. I think this is way too quick of a turnaround for Ihor. Maybe he gets it done, dude. He almost got it done against Bellato. Maybe it's the same thing, except like Uno reverse card and he gets it done. But I don't know, man. Brychek hits hard and he gets busy early. Dude, Ihor got knocked out 2 months ago. I just really don't like that from a dude that's doesn't have a great chin to begin with and is reckless against a powerful striker. Like I can't see a universe where they don't just fucking bite down and chuck leather from the opening bell. I'm having a hard time not imagining that or not seeing that. So yeah, man, I think just a Brychek knockout waiting to happen. But I don't know if I can give that fucking performance of the night, you know. But yeah, if Pyfer smokes Hermanson or knocks him out early or something, I think you got to give it to him. But yeah, I think Guskov's going to get himself a knockout of the night too. It could happen, dude. I for a low level jobber action fighter, like I don't think Ihor is the worst thing I've ever seen. He hits pretty hard. He's a decent striker. He's just kind of an idiot and a front runner and like kind of a glass cannon. But yeah, Brychek is not like a world beater. I don't think he's going to be shit in the UFC. But he can probably beat a fighter like Ihor. I'm not getting involved with that though, man. I see people all over the Brychek KO, all over fight ends inside the distance. I just don't want nothing to do with it. But I think what we're probably looking at is Ihor going to sleep again? Well, he didn't go to sleep last time, but he got stopped. What up, boy? Well, not shit. Me sucking up this stream so far, dude. I'm just not feeling it yet, boys. I don't know what it is, man. I didn't sleep super great last night, but I don't know. Just not fucking feeling it yet, man. Got 8 minutes left. I need to get my ass in gear though. I hope y'all are enjoying your Friday. I hope it's the end of the work week for y'all. But yeah, man. Shout out to my dude Big Show. Dude, I'll tell you what, you, my friend, are killing the game with the production. The producing skills, the segues, the promo cutting, top notch, top notch. Been very impressed by that recently. I must let it be known publicly. So yeah, like I said, download the podcast, MMA Locker Room Talk, Pub Sports Radio's podcast. It's sick. Yesterday was a great episode. Mills makes fun of my cackling hyena laughter, cracks some jokes. And honestly, man, I feel pretty good about my parlay. I know we kind of did one, but I have my version put together, which I will share. Fuck, dude, let's share right now. Fire it. Hey, dude, thank you. Thank you for letting me be a part of this, man. Fucking rocks. I think this last episode was very funny and entertaining and informative too. And hey, features I'd suggest renaming it the Champ Podcast because it's like 6-time contest winners in there in total. So yeah. Check out the reigning champ, MMA Locker Room himself, Money Mills. Billy Briz. Big Show. Your boy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Hear that? Things in the works, boys. Stay tuned. Download the fuck out of it. But yeah, man. What do you think, show? What's fight of the night, Bubba? What's fight of the night? Snoozer of the night? We were on. What are we on now? Performance. Yeah, we just did performance of the night. Bogdan for me. I could see Pyfer too. Hobo Cop. But yeah. Shout out to the boys at Pub. Shout out to Jeff Slaughter. So yeah, let me see. What's the next question? Robbery. Somebody's getting robbed. Who's it gonna be? Oki? Griffin? Wells? Think about what fights could be close. Feely? Are people gonna say Feely got robbed at the end of this Dan Ige? I don't think so. I think Ige is gonna. I think it's gonna be 30-27 Ige. But I don't know, man. Does Hermanson get robbed? Is it a Joe Pyfer narrative driven? What y'all think? I think there's a few spots, man. There's definitely a robbery potential. Ige Feely. That's what Noah said too. That's what Noah said too. I'm gonna say fight of the night is Johnson and Flowers. I could see Johnson getting robbed, dude. I could see that. Like, I could see that going to the cards and Darius Flowers winning by split decision or something, or maybe Flowers getting robbed. Maybe Johnson gets a little more grappling control time, and like it's like I winner by split decision, Michael the Menace. You know, like I could see that. What up, Lobby? I have been told that before. My Ige whispering took a little bit of a hit with the Mitchell fight, but that was kind of a fucking robbery too. Like Ige kind of did win that fight. So I'm not beating myself up too much about it. But I think your boy is getting back to his Ige whispering ways, and I think Dan Ige gets it done. I think he pitches a shutout out here. Lands the heavier strikes. He's the cleaner boxer. Feely just doesn't grapple effectively enough. Like when he's a good grappler when he wants to grapple. I don't like his fight IQ in fights like this, and he kind of like fumbles the bag when it's a step up, and this is a step up. So yeah, there's my Ige whispering, and I'm hoping to fucking Christ it's back on point. You know, Rob Lobby, that's a good shout. I'm picking Marcos, but I think if anyone gets robbed there, it'll be a Richie Lang. I think a Richie, and that's you know what? That's it. I'm stealing your. I'm sorry. You can say I took your idea, but I'm stealing it. That's my pick for robbery of the night. I think that Richie Lang is going to get robbed. I think this is going to be a close fight. I think Marcos is going to win. It's going to be 29-28, and everyone's going to be like, that was some bullshit. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for the inspiration. You're my muse, Lobby. Loma gets robbed. You about crazy as fuck. You wild for that, dude. Baby, you're drinking for the morning time. That's no good, baby. That's no good for your life. So, all right. Did robbery. What's your favorite bet, boys? What is everyone's favorite grease spot? And these weigh-ins are about to start. Holy shit. Luckily, I am prepared. Sort of. But yeah, while I'm getting this thing fired up, what's your favorite bet? Guskov for me. The first bet I made, the first and my favorite. All right, here we go, boys. Your UFC Vegas 86 weigh-ins are starting now. All right, Hermanson is up first. We will circle back around to the burning questions after this first wave. Jack Hermanson approaches the scales first. He doesn't look too bad, honestly. So he looks pretty good, man. Hermanson. 185 on the button. Looking sharp to me. He's old. He's fat. Not so fat to me. All right, here we go. Joe Pyfer. Why did Joe... Bro, why'd you drop the American flag on the ground? You got to burn it now. What are you doing? I mean, he looks pretty good. Why, bro? Why'd you do that? Why did you bring that American flag out there and just drop it on the ground? Come on, dude. You know better than that. You fucking know better. Unreal. Hope that's not a bad omen. Hobocop Rodriguez. He looks good for a 39-year-old man. Looks pretty good. Superhero physique, of course. But as I always like to say, if I was you, I just wouldn't fucking do it. All right, Trevin Giles. Everybody fucking counting him out this week. It looks pretty good, man. I think he's gotten this fucking welterweight cut down. $171. Seeing him look way worse. Let's fucking go. All right, MJ. Taking one last ride with MJ. I'm not betting it, but that's my pick. If he can't beat Flowers, man, that's it. 156. No problem. He looks sharp. Like, we're talking about who's been knocked out more in life. It's Darius Flowers by really not good fighters. Like, you want to talk about some bums, dude. Some of the club fighters at the low end of boxing, that's bums for real. Yeah, Loma looks good. 115.5, no problem. But yeah, you want to talk about bums. Darius Flowers a bum. In boxing, he's a bum. I think he's over. I think he's like 0-7 or something. Max Payne Griffin, baby. Rocking with Griffin this week. This is kind of a battleground fight, man. A lot of people on both sides of it. Let's fucking go. He looks good, man. He looks good. He looks ready. Let's fucking go. Eye of the Tiger, king of the fight. Adolf Vier. looks all right. Doesn't look great in the face. It's tough to tell with guys like that, man. He did look rough in the face, though. And he didn't look very happy, so I'll say he looks a little rough. Feely usually does not look very good on the scales. Does not look good now. He's a huge fucking featherweight, man. $146. I mean, I like Feely. He seems like a fucking cool barrage. But nah, he does not look good. But he's also a fucking massive featherweight. So, all right, Fernie Garcia. All right. Looks pretty good. But yeah, man, I would say if this is your first time on this channel, probably not, but I don't put much stock into the weigh-ins determining the outcome of the fight. It doesn't really matter how they look on the scale at the official weigh-ins. They're all going to rehydrate, and the better fighter will win. Got Devin Clark, 204.5, and he does look good, man. Brown bar. Yeah, I like Devin Clark quite a bit in this fight, which is fucked up because it's like he's not a very reliable fighter, but I just don't think Pratchnell is very good, honestly. All right, we got Prates, the 33-year-old, been finished 5 times, world beater, 171. The 33-year-old making his debut with 6 losses, but everyone just loves this. Everyone is all over this dude's fucking nutsack this week. Arichi Lang and Prates look like shit too, in my opinion. Arichi Lang. Let's see what we got. What does that scale do, Jeff Mullen? 136. He looks fine. Bruna Brasil. I think this chick is headed for OnlyFans. I think she's cute. I think she is becoming, and I think she is a chinny, not very good Taekwondo fighter. But on scale, she's nice. 115.5. Looking very sharp. She's about to get her fucking ass whooped, but yeah. She looks good. Here we go. Jeremiah Wells. $171. He doesn't look terrible, man, but he definitely didn't look as good as Max Payne. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but yeah. All right, I'll leave him neutral. All right, Oki up next. Who we got? Oki looks good, man. 156. Brick shithouse. Probably looked the best so far, honestly. Him or Max Griffin. The combination of physique and energy and like not looking sucked out in the face, probably Oki looked the best so far, I reckon. Hyder Amil. Is this his debut or his second fight? I can't remember. I know he did Contender Series. Great. What's this random fucking commercial? All right, 145 and a half. He looks pretty good. Yeah, I think he's pretty good, and I just don't think Fernie Garcia is. And I think he takes care of business. Let's go. Come on, Bogdan. Now you show this Zach Powell motherfucker what's what. Let's fucking go. No problemo. 205 and a half. 6'3". He's going to be fucking 220 fight night. 50K Ige. $146. He looks good. He looks like a Dan Ige. And other than, I mean, I'm not going to call Bogdan the L word, but Ige is the closest thing I have to an L word this week. As far as a favorite, yeah, it's Ige. Now, boys, that looks like the first wave. So let me go ahead and record these. I know I should be doing it, typing it while they're doing it, but I don't like that, man. That's led to me accidentally erasing things and deleting things, and I'd rather just jot it down. I know it's a little extra work, but I don't give a shit. All right, so that's our first wave of fighters. So far, so good. No missed weights. No one looks terrible. Jack Hermanson was your first to weigh in at 185. Followed by Joe Pyfer, who literally put the American flag on the floor. Like, come on, dude. Hobocop Rodriguez. You know you got to burn that flag, Joe. You have to. Right, Trevin Giles, 171. MJ, 156. Loma, look boon me. Look boon me with 2 E's. 115 and a half. God damn it. Griffin, 170 and a half. Adolfo Vieira, 185. He looked a little rough. Feely looked a little rough too. But neither of them looked like bad. Fernie Garcia looked pretty good, 146. Devin Clark looked good. Get up, Devin! He looked pretty good. Carlos Prates, 171. Kiling Aori, right, so I got Chilang at 136. Brazil. Bruna Brazil. She may be retiring OnlyFans this thing. Jeremiah Wells, 171. And Oki. $156. Emil, 145.5. Guskov. And 50K Ige at 146. All right, gentlemen. Shout out to the 3 people hanging tough. These are your official UFC Vegas 86 weigh-in results. In the order that the fighters weighed in. No one has missed weight so far. Most of the fighters are looking pretty good. So, Gregory. Trevin. Michael. Loma. Max. Fernie. Devin. Devin, what the fuck you doing here, man? Oh, goddamn. You on that beat bop shit still? Who else we got here? Richie Lang. Key Lang, ARE. See, that's where I don't know if ARE is his first name or if Key Lang is his first name. I don't know. Bruna? Oki. What's his fucking first name? Bolaji. Bolaji. Bellagio. Hyder, Bogdan, and Daniel. Daniel, my brother, you are older than me. Do you still feel the pain of scars that won't heal? All right. This is who I think looks good so far. Only 2 or 3 fighters really look bad. Let's say Adolfo, Andre, and yeah, I'd say Adolfo and Andre are looking a little rough, but Carlos also not looking great. And Wells, take it or leave it. It don't really matter, though. Whoever's better is going to win. Whoever's worse is going to lose. Let's see what we got here. Fernie Humilasi being a close, greasy decision. I could see that. And the more I think about it, I do think that goes to the cards. I think Emil wins, but I think it's like 30-27 Emil. Johnson, Petrosian, Ige. Dude, that Dan Ige money line is a fucking gift. Shout out to Monk and Lou. I was in their happy hour stream last night on MMA Engine. And yeah, I said it in their chat, and I've been saying it all fucking week. This Ige line is a fucking gift from the gods. It is under -200. Dan Ige is clearly the better fighter. This is just, to me, it's a no-brainer. Fili always loses these kind of step-up fights. It's just that line is just, I don't know. That just seems like the parlay piece of the week. I like Petrosian too, man. I really do. Like, Vieira just can't keep him honest on the feet. That's what's different about, like, oh, well, dude, he's such a better back tacker. Yeah, but he can't, like, he's not a tricky, like, striker like fucking Kaio, and he's not, like, he has a jab. Arman's going to fuck him up if they're standing. And the more I think about it, I think Arman's going to knock him out. Vieira has been exposed already. Like, I don't know, man. Petrosian's better at sticking to a game plan. He's just going to chew him up at range. And I think it's going to be like, not one of those like one punch knockouts, but like where Vieira is just like beaten and battered, getting his legs fucked up, get like knees to the body kick. I could see him actually stopping him with a body kick. Arman's got a fucking nasty body kick. So yeah, I like that Petrosian line. He's like a very slight underdog, like pick 'em kind of. Ihor, I don't hate that. I don't hate it. I don't think Brycek is a world beater. He's clearly on the sauce. I don't know, man. I just don't like it. I don't like the I'd like Ihor more in that spot if he hadn't got knocked out last fucking Tuesday. All by KO round one prop slap too. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh my God. Dude. Dude, I don't like doing this either. People throw around the term bum very loosely around here. Very loose buttholely around here. But Darius Flowers is a bum for real. There are such things as bums in boxing. Dudes that cannot win a fight, that are literally just there, like, can I get $1,000? It's almost like a loan. Like, we'll give you $1,000. You can get knocked out by this fucking dude, and yeah, and you can come back next week and do it again. Like, everyone's so goddamn certain he's gonna knock Michael Johnson out. It could happen. Yes, Michael Johnson could get knocked out. He's been knocked out 3 times. But that's 3 times, man. By CDF, Justin Gaethje, and fucking Josh Emmett. I don't know, man. I get the fade on Johnson. I do not understand the love on Flowers. That's fade. You can't call Johnson a bum. If you want to call him a jobber, that's fine. And honestly, Michael Johnson is a jobber. He's a high-end jobber, though, man. He's a fucking high-end jobber. He has got wins over fighters that Darius Flowers could not even dream. Imagine Darius Flowers getting a fight with Dustin Poirier. Just imagine that. I know this isn't fucking 6 years ago or 7, 8, however long ago it was, but I just think this is actually a levels fight. Johnson could absolutely get clipped and knocked out, but not only would it be his worst knockout loss, it would by far be his worst loss, period. If Johnson is a jobber, then Flowers is a bum. If Johnson's a bum, then Flowers is a fucking tomato can just waiting to get crushed, to me. A smart man just stays far the fuck away from that. That is like, I can't even begin to tell you how fucking greasy that fight is. Why? Why would you sweat that? Do you understand like how? Let me pull this up. He's 1-10, dude. Darius Flowers 1-10. Now, yes, is a cruiser. So he's a bigger dude. Like he's fighting at 200 pounds, but man. They're all against other like low level dudes too. Like some of them are like Apochi is okay. Like he's not terrible, but he's not like great either. Man. And it's just, dude, that Flowers, I'm sorry, that is the definition of a bum. You 1-10, 7 knockout losses, you bum dog. I'm sorry. Oki gonna KO this Twilight Twink. The more I think about it, I like Oki quite a bit. Do you have Lady TC watch the face-offs with you and ask her who wins? No, she doesn't. She doesn't participate in such things. I try not to push it too much with her. She does like watching the fights, though. I will say that she makes a point to watch the fights with me sometimes, and I've always like. I should have known. It was like, oh man, this is meant to be. Like you'll watch the fucking fights with me and not like bitch about it. And like you actually have fighters that you like and root for, and like, we've seen. Oh, I remember. She'll like, oh, I've seen him. The dude only had like 2 fights or something. Oh, I remember him fighting. So yeah, she definitely gets down with watching the fights. But dude, as far as like the weigh-in, she don't give a fuck about the weigh-ins or the stare downs. Well, that's not true. She'll watch the like the pay-per-view ceremonial weigh-ins and stuff. He is, man. He is. He actually is. I get the fade on Johnson. I really do. Like it's not that. It's not that I don't understand like why people say like Johnson is done like that. I don't disagree with him saying I don't disagree with people saying that Johnson is past it. He clearly is. He's not the fighter that he was. He's not the fighter that knocked out Dustin Poirier. But even a diminished version of that, I like Darius Flowers is not a high bar to clear, dude. It's really not. It's not even fucking Carlos Diego Ferreira, dude. It's not even close to that. So I don't know. Give me Johnson. Just a pick though. I will be picking him in the pub contest though. So shout out to the boys at Pub. Sign up at pubsportsradio.com. Couldn't be more free. Couldn't be more easy to sign up for. But I do have to disagree a little bit with my dude Mills. It is not easy to win. You can get lucky and get once. You can get some fucking beginner's luck. But dude, it's not easy. Making good predictions week in, week out is not easy. I don't know. Maybe that's why Mills has only won it once. And I've won it 3 times. I don't know. But no, man, I'm just fucking around. Congrats to my dude Mills. Sign up, man. Sign up, dude. Try your fucking hand. If you think you can pick fights better than me, if you think you can pick fights better than the current reigning undisputed champion MMA locker room, if you think you're a better predictor than him, prove it. Prove it. Let's see what we got here. I can check in with these weigh-ins. See what I've missed. Okay, we do have we got a Kwamba. We got a Josh Kwamba sighting. He looks good. He's up a weight class on literally like 7 days notice or something. But he makes the weight, no problem. And he looks good. So let me record that. Josh Kwamba makes the weight. Ige Kwamba. Josh Kwamba. Zach Pauga. Looking crazy at 206. Pounga, definitely no N in there. 206. So they look a little rough too. Carlos Zach with a C. And I will say that, was it Josh Kwamba? Joshua? Say he looked pretty good. Who we got left? Let's see who we got left to weigh in. Let's see, boys. MMA Junkie. Take me to the article. Okay, boys and girls, we are still waiting on the following fighters. Let me create that banner as well. It's a little update. I feel like that is pertinent information. Still waiting on Brychek, Ihor, Brad Tavares, contender Darius Flowers, cruiserweight contender Darius Flowers. Why do y'all still have Hadzovich up there on the fucking fight card? And you haven't updated the Pauga weigh-in. We are still waiting on Daniel Marcos, I believe, too. So we're waiting on Brychek, Ihor, Tavares, Flowers, and Marcos. If I was y'all, though, man, just don't do it. Just do your due diligence ahead of time. Do your tape study. Do your research. Trust your instincts. Pull the trigger. Don't wait and be like, I think I want to bet this guy, but I got to see if he looks good at the weigh-ins. Nah, you already half cocked. You already half in, half out. It's just scary betting. That's just half stepping. You got to be a real man. Lay the hammer down like me. I'm a big fucking whale, dude. All right. Speaking of which, I have rounded out my slate. I have a greasy little slate lined up. But I'm going light, boys. Going light. One fucking unit. 1 unit. Before we get into this, a little disclaimer. I'm not going to read it to all you. Read it all to you. Y'all can read. Just for the record, I'm still up. Still keeping my head just above water. But let's get into this shit. This is who I like for this week. Very light. But I still managed to find a couple spots. The bet I like the most, man, is Bogdan. This is the first bet I made. I bet him on Sunday. I just don't think much of Pauga. I think he's a football player turned, wannabe MMA fighter. I don't think his grappling's very good. He's got a dodgy chin. He's got good cardio. That's about it. I don't think that's gonna be enough, man. I think Bogdan's gonna starch him early. It's gonna be a brutal fucking looking knockout. I think it's gonna be early. Like, it'll be a knockout of the year contender early. That was the first bet I made. The second bet I made is a bet that I always make. And I really like it this week. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. Subscribe to Aaron the Dog MMA Movie Trivia. Check out this past Wednesday's episode on his channel, UFC Breakdown. Aaron and your boy talking about UFC Vegas 86. Aaron makes a Zhang Li parlay every card. I love the Zhang Li this week. It is wild. 3 underdogs. But I think all these underdogs are live, dude. We haven't talked a whole lot about Giles Prates, but I'm about to. This is the Zhang Li. Marcos could get sweaty, man. I think he gets it done. I just think he's a better fighter than Aoriqileng, but it could get greasy, man. I can see Aoriqileng getting robbed too. I think that could be a sweaty first leg, but I think Marcos wins. I think Emil wins as well. I like Griffin more and more as the week's gone on. I definitely like Trevin Giles and Petrosian. So I love the Zhang Li. For a parlay that has 3 underdogs in it, that's got a pretty fucking decent chance of hitting, I think. So yeah. And one of those legs in particular, dude, I just like straight up as a straight play money line. Other than Aaron, I have not seen many handicappers or predictors on Trevin Giles. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I like Trevin Giles this week. I have gotten burned by thinking that Trevin Giles is more than he is before. But I think I was also doing that against much better fighters. I'm sorry, man. I went back and watched Prates tape. I was not that impressed by this dude. I think the footwork is going to be a problem for Prates. I think Trevin Giles is much more fleet of foot. I think Prates is a plodding Muay Thai striker. I think Giles is going to tune him up, man. I think Trevin Giles' jab is going to be a real problem for Prates in this fight. And I think he's going to make him look crazy. I think he's going to make Trevin Giles look like a crazy good boxer. And for a dude that's a black belt, motherfucker's been subbed 3 times. He's 33. He just got to the UFC. He's been knocked out twice by fucking nobodies, dude. Sub by nobodies, chin by nobodies. Like, I'm sorry, man. This guy has got serious fraud potential. And he, to me, maybe I'm crazy, dude. I am a little crazy. But I'm sorry. This motherfucker is not Michael Morales. He is not... He's definitely not fucking Dricus, the current middleweight champion who Trevin Giles was fucking having success against. He's definitely not Dricus. I don't even think he's Bonfim, dude. Bonfim was like... Bonfim was a decent prospect. This dude is a nobody. Fucking nobody. 1 fight in LFA. I'm sorry, man. I think Prates is a fraud. I think he's gotten finished by other not even frauds. I know Giles ain't no world beater, but yeah, give me that plus 210, man. I think you could really expose this dude. He's younger, got a way higher strength of schedule. Yeah. It would be different if Prates had just been can crushing and it was just like squeaky clean. But he's got 5 losses by finish to nobodies. Absolute nothings have finished this dude. You tell me Giles can't? Okay. I'll see. I'll bite. Not much, but fuck, dude. Well, I'm getting a little bit disrespectful for somebody to beat Dolidze. Everyone wants to fucking chop that up and be like, oh, Roman did this wrong. He did that wrong. And won the right. Like, whatever. Everyone is all over Imovov's nutsack now, calling him the future because he beat Roman by decision. But Giles makes him look stupid, and it's, oh, dude, Roman sucks. Ah. Just never want to give Giles credit for that. And, like, you just use it to fucking shit on Roman. He lost to that bum Giles. Ah. That's all it is. Think Prates is better than fucking Roman Dolidze? Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's what I like. That's my other dog that I like. And boys, go download the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. A parlay was made, more or less. This is my version that I like. Ige Pfeiffer, and then I'm adding Loma. Little chalky for sure for her, but still almost plus 200. I think all of them are the side. So, yeah. Not getting crazy with it, but brings back a half a unit if it hits. I'll definitely be sweating the main event. A 35-year-old dude that doesn't have much finishing upside on the feet. I like the younger, fresher, harder hitting, more violent dude. Like, I'm sorry, Jack he just seems like he fights to survive anymore. He fights to grind out a decision or just like survive. He doesn't react well to getting punched, and I think Piper's gonna hit him really fucking hard. Let's see what we got. All right, we got a Brad Tavares sighting. Brad looks rough, dude. Official weight 186 pounds. 186. He looks like he's about to pass out. He's like sauntering up there and shit. 186. He looked like Adolfo just punched him and he was like, fuck, like trying to recover from it. So yeah, Brad looking rough, but he does make the weight. So shout out to Tavares. All right. Tavares. 186. Yeah. Looking a little rough, man. A little rough there, Bradley. Save. I think Tavares is getting fucked up. The more I think about it, man, he's another dude. Like, Rodriguez is just going to be willing to get more violent. That's what it comes down to. He's willing to just get nastier. And Tavares, you wouldn't think it looking at him, but Rodriguez is younger and he's been knocked out less. The way people talk about Hobo Cop, you would swear he's like the chinniest dude on earth. He doesn't have a great chin. Don't get me wrong. He got knocked out by Jordan Williams. That's a horrific look. But it was like Williams and like Bruno Lopez in his first fight and the Hulk. That's who put him out. Like, I think if Tavares was to fight Bruno Ferreira, he would probably get knocked out too. I'm just saying. I don't, man. Tavares has been knocked out 4 times. He fights scary anymore. Hobo Cop is definitely not a scary fighter. He will go out there and go out on a shield. So yeah, I like Rodriguez. I think he is a much better grappler, and if he gets Tavares down, I actually like him by submission. So yeah, club and sub is what I'm gonna say. And yeah, I don't pick fights based on physiques and how dudes look, but for the record, Hobo Cop looks a lot healthier than Tavares, and that's just another yet another I don't know, yet another not good box to check. So here we are, boys. Let me update the banner. Not too many more fighters left to weigh in. Still waiting on Ihor, Darius Flowers, Robert Brychek, and Marcos. But yeah, boys, where'd I leave off on the slate? Yeah, I think that was it, man. I think that's my unit, dude. Split the unit up into 4 bets. Half unit on Bogdan. I love the Zhang Li this week. Shout out to my dude Aaron. Check out his latest UFC stream. Like Aaron, I'm on Trevin Giles here. Everyone is on Prates. This fucking 33-year-old nobody debutante. I'm sorry, this dude is not Michael Morales. He is not fucking Dricus. He ain't even Bonfim. And yeah, I like my pub podcast, my version of the pub podcast this week. Pub podcast parlay. Anyway, I cannot speak, man. I fucking suck today, dude. But yeah, I like Loma and the co-main and main. I know that's a sweaty thing to do. I'm definitely going to be sweating the main event. I feel comfortable about Ige though and Loma, so it's really just I think it's really going to be pie for them to be sweating, but still, I like it. Going light, definitely not chasing. That has helped me not dig myself into too deep of a hole. I got in a hole last year, got out of it, ended the year with double-digit units of profit. Again, I'm a fucking little piker, man, so this isn't anything but my own, just tracking my own progress, just see how I do. I don't give a fuck about bet MMA tips because I'm not trying to make a name for myself in the world of gambling. I'm just, this is my own little journey and I'm tracking my own progress. It's more like a journal, you could say. But yeah, that's how I managed to not get too deep in a hole. Is I just kept it light, didn't overthink it. The spots that I like, I just went ahead and pulled the trigger and just chipped away, man, slow and steady. And that's what I'm doing this week. I took a fucking bath last week. I got my ass whooped, and I'm not gonna overcorrect. I'll let off the gas. Allow the steering wheel to realign, and full steam ahead, boys. So yeah, we're waiting on 4 fighters. And I'm trying to think of the fight I'm most excited for. Probably the main event. Probably. Just because Hermansson's a good fighter, and I kind of want to see. I think Pyfer is the real deal. I think he's going to end up being a good fighter. I don't necessarily think he's going to be champion, but I think that he'll be in some good fights against some top 10 fighters in the future. And I think this is the first step to that. All right, we got Marcin Prachnio. We got a Marcin sighting. Good Lord. He looks fucking crazy, dude. Could you have more fucking ads, MMA Junkie? Jesus Christ. He looks like he just got out of the fucking suit. He looks like he just got out of a fucking trash can or a trash bag. An old plastic trash bag suit. $204.5 for Bogdan. Let me update that. I mean, not Bogdan, Marcin Prashniau. And we got a Daniel Marcos sighting, boys. Here we go. What does it do, Jeff Mullen? Marcos looking rough. Breathing. So his 136.5, he celebrated, but I think he may be not realizing this. See? See away. Yep. Marcos gonna get buck naked. See what we got. Riz Pharma. She falls over the crowd. $236.25 is what they're saying. And he looks like he has been a cutting. He looks like he has been a cutting, boys. So there's some discussion going on here. I don't really know. I think they're looking for the official weight to record. Right now it's 136.25. That's what I'm putting down until further notice. I don't know if he's going to re So yeah, right now Marcos has missed weight. We'll see how he does on the second attempt, but
next to the scale, Robert Brychek.
You heard B Fitz. Here we go. We got a Brychek sighting. Good God, is this motherfucker on drugs or what? The I'm definitely on PEDs award goes to Brychek.
Official weight
185.5 for Brychek. All right. Still waiting on Ehor and Flowers. But yeah, Brychek, it's like he's a pretty, I mean, he had some knockouts before, but he also had like a really kind of like dodgy record. And then he clearly gets on the sauce and goes on like a fucking 10-fight knockout streak or whatever. Just dirting dudes in the first round. The most suspicious shit. Like, okay, you very clearly got on fucking you sought out a stack that was going to help you with your fucking power, and that's what you did. And he is just holy fucking striations, Batman. You are definitely on the sauce. Okay, yeah. He looks good. He looks very enhanced. Brychek looks very enhanced. But hey, we are living in the post USADA era, so whatever's clever, boys. all those motherfuckers are on steroids. So let me record this. Bride check 1 or 205.5. I mean, yeah, does he look good? Yeah. Is he on fucking PEDs? Yeah, probably, yeah. And that's it. We're caught up. Okay, so yeah, I didn't overhear what was happening with Marcos. Let me see if I can make some sense of that. Oh, sorry, it's 185.5. Sorry. I forgot this was a middleweight bout. 185.5. God, Ihor's cutting down a fucking dude. He's cutting down a 185.5. This dude's getting knocked out. Ihor's getting knocked out. You got knocked out 2 months ago, and now you're cutting down an extra like 15, 20 pounds. Because I could have swore he was fighting. I could have swore he was fighting at 205. I don't remember. Maybe Bellotta was 185. I thought I was light heavyweight though. What up, boy? Yeah, definitely don't go back to, don't scrub back in the stream and listen to what I was saying about your boy Darius Flowers. Definitely won't be happy with me. Jesus Christ. I know, dude. Fuck. What up, though? What up, though? That man right there is a good man. He's a man of honor. Subscribe to that channel that you see right there and check out this past Wednesday's episode of his UFC breakdown show. Yeah, I was there. No big deal. It was sick. Fucking Ozempic. What's that one for again? Heartburn? Fucking plaque psoriasis? I can't remember, dude. Every fucking medicine out there is for like, it's either heartburn, plaque psoriasis, or type 2 diabetes. Or AIDS. There's like mad like HIV, which is good. It's a good thing. But yeah. It feels like those ailments are like carrying the fucking big pharma. So what are we doing here? I was talking some shit. So yeah, we only got 2 fighters left to weigh in and like an hour left in the weigh-ins. So yeah. Aaron, my dude, I bet Trevin Giles. God help me. But I was saying, man, I think you and me might be the only two people in the community that are picking or betting Giles. It's just wild to me. I guess I can understand the fade on Trevin Giles, but Protez is not that dude to me. He is not going to be some. I don't even think he's going to be like a bomb fiend. He has gotten like finished multiple times by very low level fighters, not UFC level fighters. And yeah, Giles ain't like nothing to write home about, but the way people talk about the dude, it's kind of like Michael Johnson. You would swear he's been knocked out like 75 fucking times. It's what, two or three? And he's been submitted a few times. I don't know. Like you would swear he's just like does nothing but lose. I think what he's done is lost some of y'all some money. I think that's what it is. Because he just seems like a live dog to me, man. Protez is he's just a fucking plotting Muay Thai dude. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to cut the cage off well. I think he's going to make Giles look like, he might make him look like Floyd, dude. He might make him look like a good boxer. Gonna make him look like he has the best fucking jab in the UFC. Could get knocked out too, but yeah. At plus 210, man, please. Plus 210, Black History Month. Come on, dude. It's just a little too juicy. But we'll see. We'll see what we got from Protez. We'll see. It is kind of a card like that where we're going to see how good Joe Pyfer is. We're going to see if we got anything from Protez. We're going to see what we got from Oki and Kwamba. A lot of Brages are on Kwamba. I see the grappling upside. I do see that. He is the better grappler. He is the rat that will duck under the big punches and look to take the fight to the mat. And I wouldn't be stunned if that happened. So that's why I'm not getting greasy with Oki. But that seems like a battleground fight. Wells, Max Griffin, I see the community divided on. And kind of Vieira, Petrosian, kind of main event, kind of. I have seen some people come out on Feely. I don't get it myself. Ige is one of my more confident picks. He just seems like a gift line and a really nice parlay piece. Andre Feely is not Bryce Mitchell, and he beat Bryce Mitchell. That was a fucking robbery, but in any case, man, these are the kind of fights that Feely loses. Where it's like a big opportunity to get one of the biggest wins of his career, and it's like, nah, he's gonna find a way to fuck it up. I think Ige is just more steady to me. He's more steady. He's more durable. He makes less mistakes. He's just tougher. Like, I mean, I'm not saying Feely's tough. I'm not saying Feely's a bitch. He's not. He's a good fighter. Feely's a good fighter. He has good skills. He hits hard. He's a good wrestler. Just don't like his defense. I don't like his striking defense. I don't like his fight IQ sometimes. And just his consistency. I feel like Ige is a more steady Eddie Maggette type fighter. And that's just this line. It feels like Ige should be like minus 250 here. I'm sorry. It feels like he should be minus 250, minus 300, and just, yeah. Talk about not overthinking it. Dan Ige. Parlay. Parlay. It even rhymes. So, yeah. Who we waiting on? Who we still waiting on, boys? Ehor and Flowers, two of the best fighters on the entire fucking card. Darius Flowers, the one-time cruiserweight contender, and Ihor Potieria. Shogun, who was nightmare. I don't know, man. I feel like I've talked about this card a lot for it not being very good. I feel like this is what we've been reduced to. This is what happens when you just demand we gotta have fights every weekend, bro. Well, this is the kind of shit you get. And everything, this card sucks. This card's trash. Yeah, no shit. You don't fucking say. You don't fucking say. You motherfuckers want fights every single weekend. This is what you're gonna get. Cobbled together fight cards. Dude's dropping out. Dude's being like, yeah, I'll fight. I fought last week on something fucking tough enough. I'll jump in. It's like, what? So yeah, you can't have it both ways, motherfuckers. Either hold your goddamn horses and let them put together a good card, or shut the fuck up about the quality of these cards. Pick one. But you won't. You just bitch no matter what. It's just that gets annoying, man. I am not someone that has I like having fights every weekend, but I'm also cool watching shitty fights sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, dude, this is so bad. I just can't even watch it. I'm gonna fucking watch it, dude. So that's why it's just pick one, man. Pick whether you want to fucking pick what you want to bitch about. You want to bitch about having to wait for cards? You want to bitch about the quality of them? Because people were 2 weeks off and people were ready to lose their fucking minds. And you got people saying that cards like this are good cards because you had to wait 2 weeks. No, these cards suck. Who do y'all think weighs in last? Who's going to be the last to weigh in? One person in here. Lobby, Noah, whoever. Who is going to get Mr. Relevant? I think it's going to be Ihor. I think Ihor is going to be the last way. I think we see Darius Flowers. here in about 20 minutes, and I think Ihor is the last one to weigh in. And I think Ihor misses weight, and that fight gets canceled. Hearing it's at 185. Let me see something. Yeah, Bellotta was light heavyweight, dude. So he got knocked out 2 months ago by a light heavyweight, and now he's cutting. He hasn't even taken 3 months off to let his brain recover, and now he's dropping down 15 more pounds. I have a feeling this fight is getting canceled. I have a feeling that Ihor is going to miss weight by a lot, and they're going to cancel this fucking fight. Why? This dude is either desperate for money, which it wouldn't surprise me, or he's just a fucking dumbass. And that wouldn't surprise me either. He kind of seems like a stupid dude, if I'm honest. So he's definitely a fucking goofball and like not someone that I take seriously. This just seems like I don't know who his manager is or like who is helping guide his career, but he just seems like someone that is just playing it fast and loose. Oh yeah, give me a fight. It don't matter. This weight class, that weight class, whatever. Marcos. Nah, I don't. Do you think he cuts it? Do you think he's gonna keep cutting the weight? He was close, but he looked like shit too, man. I don't know, man. I would almost say just fuck it, dude. Just start rehydrating. Richie Lang didn't look that bad. He looked pretty healthy, honestly. If I'm Marcos and his team, I just say fuck it. Fuck it, dude. We missed the weight. It didn't happen. Let's start getting healthy for this fight. We're going to find out soon, though. Less than an hour. But that's not a bad answer. Because technically it could be Marcos weighing in. Like on his second attempt. That's a very cheeky lobby. Cheeky bastard. Only 2. Yes, 0.2. He was like 136. It wasn't even like Mullins was like it's pretty much 0.25, but it's like he's like 136.2. That's I don't know, man. Because it looks like he had been cutting that entire time up to that point. I don't know. Tie 5. Is what is keeping me afloat today. So yeah, got a couple fighters left to weigh in. This has honestly been a pretty shitty stream by me. I have not been pleased with my performance today, but they can't all be winners, man. And I think this is only going to be like a 2-hour stream, maybe a little longer. No, it'll be a little longer to be like 2.5, 3 hours. But I'm pulling double duty today, so I will be back at 4:30 with Aaron the dog talking movies. So it's true. No, it's not. It sucks. I like it better for betting and picking than last week. I don't know if that's a good or bad sign. It could, for a card that a lot of people are like, oh, this is tricky. And I'm like, oh, man, no, this is a cakewalk. I'll probably fucking get my ass kicked again, but I'm not going as heavy. Yeah, I like Bogdan. I like Trevin Giles. Tailing the John Lee. I like the John Lee this week. I like Max Griffin. I like Armin Petrosian. Marcos is, oh, God damn it, Marcos. Of course, that would be the sketchiest leg. The dude that's like that has the chalkiest money line. Fuck, man. Wonder what that line's at now. Let me see. Best fight odds. It hasn't really moved much. It's minus 278 on DraftKings. And he got bet down quite a bit. He opened at like minus 120, got bet all the way down to almost minus 300. It might take a little bit for them to adjust the odds, but I wonder if they'll change it all by him missing that weight. Now, this is where the weigh-ins can be relevant because it affects whether or not the fight actually takes place. Or, does Marcos continue to cut? Does he stop and rehydrate right now? How does that affect his game plan? How does it affect his cardio? How does it affect his mentality? So this is where it gets interesting. And this is where the weigh-ins are not without merit. I still think Marcos wins. But now I think it's even greasier. Like I'm even more convinced that like Aoriqileng is going to get robbed here. If the fight even happens. It probably will because he didn't miss by a ton. Usually when they scrap a fight because of a weight miss, it's like a ridiculous one. It's like 4 pounds, or they're like, motherfucker, you're obviously missed on purpose to try and get an advantage here. This one, I think it's almost an advantage for like Aoriqileng at this point, especially if he's going to keep cutting. If I'm Aoriqileng's team and I see Marcos walk out there looking like shit and miss by 0.2, and it hasn't been announced whether he's going to keep, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, if I know that he's going to keep cutting, I'm definitely taking the fight. Definitely. Because you're getting some of his purse, and he's going to be a slightly more compromised fighter in a fight that's, yeah, I think Marcos wins, but not like at a crazy clip. I think it's like 6 or 7 times out of 10. But this makes it more interesting. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I really like Griffin as an underdog this week. Really like Trevin Giles, and very much like Bogdan. And I got the best line I could on Giles. It was 205 on DraftKings. It's come in now. A little bit of money, dude. You see what a line mover I am, bro? Shout out to the MMA line mover. So, what's the craziest line on this card? Probably Marcos at this point, right? I mean, he is the steepest. He's the most expensive. No, Loma. I'm sorry. No, Loma is. But I also think hers is kind of justified too. She's been fighting a way higher level of competition than Brazil. Brazil's chinny. Like, Loma didn't have too, like, let me go back and look. I haven't watched that fight in a minute, but I do sort of remember taping it for the Gomes fight. Loma look boom me. Yeah, man. I mean, she kind of ragdolled Denise Gomes. I know it was a different fight. Like, Gomes just knocked Brazil out just like fucking one puncher. I just think Luma's a way tougher fighter. Everyone is talking about her like the size disparity. She has a fucking reach disadvantage, a size disadvantage in like every fucking fight, dude. Brazil has the advantage in every fight. She's still been knocked out 4 fucking times. It's like, whatever, man. Yeah, Ihor, that I am even more confident than ever that fucking Ihor and Brychek is gonna get scrapped. I think Ihor is gonna fucking pull a stunt. Flowers, great. I don't know. Ihor is gonna miss, or he won't even go up there, and they'll just be like, "This fight has been canceled due to undisclosed medical issue." All right, we got some movement. What we got? What we got, boys? Do we have a sighting? Tell me something. Oh my God, here he comes. We got a fucking Ihor taking off the towel, sauntering up. Oh my God, this motherfucker is about to pull a stunt. If he makes this weight, I'm going to fall out. God, he looks like shit. Man, fuck off, dude. Suck my fucking hairy sack. $87.5. Well, big shocker. It's a real shocker for all of us. 87.5. Of course he fucking missed. They're gonna cancel that fucking bitch. That's getting scrapped. 187.5. Fucking clown. What were you thinking? Jesus Christ. But he's still waiting before Darius Flowers. This is just too funny. Ihor. What a fucking doofus. Is there a bigger fucking goofball in UFC than Ihor? Seriously. Brychek. $187.5. What a fucking clown. Okay. Well, we're not waiting on him anymore, at least. We know what we got with fucking Ihor. Just what we expected, boys. Fucking goon, man. You chinned 2 months ago. Let me take it. Let me quick turn around and fight 15 pounds down. Let me make a crazy weight cut, not even give myself 3 months to recover, and just jump to a lower weight class. Unreal combo. 2-month turnaround on a KO loss, dropping 15 pounds out of the blue. unreal combo. Yeah, if you're a Brychek better, let him fight. Dude. Brychek's striations have fucking striations. He could not be more on the sauce. And Ihor could not look more like shit. That fight is getting canceled. I'm calling it right now, dude. I called it before that weight miss happened. And as soon as I saw that Brychek was 185, I was like, what? This is middle? No, dude. Middleweight. No. Too sexy. But that must. Ding. Okay. Darius Flowers. We gonna make it 2 in a row? Can we get 2 clown shows in a row? That's all we have left to live for, boys. On a card like this. Good night. Definitely don't have the right avatar up there for these shenanigans. I think Jerome says it best right there. So yeah, low quality card, all kinds of canceled fights and rebooked fights and fucking. We already got what? Two weight misses now and probably going to be a canceled fight. I mean, we're just right on course, boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Smash the like button, please, for the love of fucking God. Subscribe to my dude, Aaron the Dog. Subscribe to Pub Sports Radio. Get your picks in, boys. Get your fucking pub picks in. I'm going to win a fucking $100 again this week. I'm coming for Mills' title. I'm going to get my 4th victory. You can win it once. It might be easy to win it once. But it's not easy to win it 2 times, and it definitely ain't easy to win it 3 times. We'll see how easy this 4th victory comes. I know I'm going to get another one. I can feel it, boys. I can feel another victory. Might be this week, might be the next week. These are the kind of weeks that I have won it. These kind of weeks, these kind of cards. Taking underdogs that not a lot of people are on. That's how you win, dude. I intend on doing it again for the 4th time. MMA Locker Room defending his championship. See what happens, dude. Best of luck, everyone. You want to hear Mills, Big Show, Billy Briz, and yours truly? Download that latest episode, MMA Locker Room Talk Podcast. Closing on 2,000 downloads, boys. Sitting about 1,900 right now. Appreciate everyone that has been checking that out. It's been a good time, dude. But yeah, so far so good on the weigh-ins as far as like the fighters that I'm backing, other than Marcos. Marcos is definitely a little sketchy, but man, Bogan looked good. Max Griffin looked good. Trevin Giles looked good. Hell of a lot better than Pratis did. So, yeah. Now, we don't know that Ihor Poteria and Robert Brychek has been canceled. I'm just assuming that. I'm assuming and I'm predicting that's going to get canceled. Will Darius Flowers miss weight? And will that fight be canceled? Now we're getting to the point where we got less than 25 minutes, boys, and they still got to do the stare downs. They usually do the stare downs at about 10:05 of. So there is precious little time for Darius Flowers to hit the scale. He's a big one too now. He's a big boy. He fought at cruiserweight in boxing. So not going to surprise me if he misses the weight. I gotta take a piss, dude. I'll take my phone with me, see what happens. I'll be right back, though. Please smash the like button. Or I'll leave my phone here. I'll grab my fucking pad. All right, boys. Daniel Marcos. He fucking makes it. Let's go. Daniel Marcos on the second attempt. Good man. That good man. It's an unhealthy, unnatural, fucked up thing to do, but he fucking did it, and he made that weight. Got to give him the credit, dude. Daniel Marcos makes it. Now, did I miss Flowers on my PP break? No. I don't thinking this. Right, I didn't miss Flowers, I don't think. I don't know, 10 minutes ago. Nope, still waiting on Flowers. Still waiting on Darius Flowers. Shut the fuck up, Kelsey. God, I can't stand the Kelsey brothers. Fucking crybaby divas, dude. So yeah, Daniel Marcos, second attempt, makes the fucking weight. Gotta give him credit, dude. Let me record that. Stare down's coming up. Have not seen Darius Flowers, and like I said before, he has very precious little time to weigh in. All right, so Marcos on the second attempt does make it. So let me adjust that. 136 on the button. Good stuff. All right, here we go. I see Jeff Mullins a fiddling with that damn scale. He fussing with that scale. Let's see what we got. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh man, what the fuck is this? No, God, that was the stream 3 minutes ago. That's for Daniel Marcos. Nope, no flowers yet. Nope. Yeah. Almost that time, gents. Almost that time. One fighter has missed weight so far. Have not heard word as to whether Brychek and Poteria is getting canceled, but Ihor did miss weight by 1.5 pounds, weighing 187.5. Okay, and we are actually live now, so I do. Yep, I think I see a Darius Flowers. I do see a Darius Flowers. Let's go. All right, here we are. Darius Flowers. Not a moment too soon. Definitely doesn't look great. Double thumbs up. No, it is not double. When you get the Hurting curtain out, bro, it is not double thumbs up time. It is, oh shit, I better fucking make this time. A hush falls over the crowd. We got another clown show. So, Lord have mercy. Good gosh almighty. Have not gotten.
Official weight 156.25 for Darius Flowers.
So he misses by 1/4 pound. And I can almost certainly tell you he will not be cutting it. All right. Well, there's your official weigh-ins. Darius Flowers. He still didn't look quite as bad as Ihor. So let's get that out of the way. Darius Flowers. God damn it. Flowers 156.25. All right, gentlemen, those are your official UFC Vegas 86 weigh-in results. In the order that they transpired, the order that every fighter weighed in at, 2 fighters missed weight. Don't know yet as to the status of those fights. If anyone can tell me, please do. This is who looked like shit to me. this is who looked good to me. But on some real shit, Rudy the Rabbit, it just doesn't matter. Weigh-ins are for hype and to see whether the fights are actually going on or not. They're not to like get some edge or I can see this in this fighter's eyes. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That is the biggest fucking crock. The better fighter will win. But it is important to watch the weigh-ins, I feel, for things like, oh, did this fighter actually make the weight? Is this fight actually going to go on? Like, sometimes I don't know, man. Like, there is merit to watching the weigh-ins for sure. But I wouldn't base your bets or picks based off solely based off physique, is what I'm trying to say. Now, those are your weigh-in results. That's what happened with that. The stare downs are coming up here in a few minutes. They're taking the scale off the stage as we speak. So let's get ready, boys. Let's have a look-see. Time to repack the chalice. I guess I'll put the results up for now. All righty. Nerd shuffle going on. Yeah, I feel like I'm way more excited in this card for this card than I should be. Like, yeah, it's not a good card, but there's some like fun, greasy fights on this one. I'm not getting too greasy with it. This is going to be just like a kickback and watch this shit show kind of deal. But I like trashy entertainment. So, what's the problem? Shout out to the people that have been coming through and kicking it. It's been a decent little stream. I think we had 7 people in here at one point was the peak, but the views have definitely been down. So I'll fucking take 7 live viewers for sure. What does that feel like? It's been 86 years since I had 10 people in this building. And that's not even a lot. So I must be doing something right, I reckon. Piss somebody off. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's like there was a point where it's like, boom, and my fucking views just went in the toilet. Like I was getting, there was a point where I was getting like 100 views, 200 views, and that's not like I expect a lot more than that, but I feel like these streams haven't been that bad to where I can't get 100 views. So I just feel like there's something like, I mean, bad, like 19 views, 20 views. It's like just way off than what it was not that long ago. So I feel like there was something that happened. Like I pissed somebody off or something. It's just weird. I don't feel like there's been like a noticeable dip in quality or anything. Just weird. So yeah, I'll take 7 live viewers. So shout out to the people that did come through. I appreciate it for real. Because they are definitely not trying to help me out. So yeah, sign up for the pub contest. Download the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. And tune in later on this afternoon here, boys, if you want to talk movies. The Cosmic Countdown is going to be today, this week, 4:30. Your boy, Aaron the Dog, talking movies. Speaking of Aaron the Dog, check out his latest UFC breakdown. This past Wednesday night is now the new time at 10. It's a good episode, dude. Boy, Zhang Li is greasy this week, and I fucking love it. 3 underdogs in the Zhang Li. Well, that's a greasy ass parlay, but I tell you what, if it hits, and it's not that crazy, honestly, like Jeremiah Wells, Carlos Prates, and Adolfo Vieira all have multiple losses. They are clearly beatable fighters. So, yeah, that is going to be nasty if it hits. Shout out to my dude, man. Check out his channel. He is one of the only other people on Trevin Giles. I like it, dude. Yeah, we're getting ready for the stare down, boys. They are gearing up. I'm getting excited. This is the main reason I do the weigh-in streams. I like getting hyped for the stare downs. This is the closest thing we get to the fights, literally. And you get to see way better how they size up. That's not always this fighter is going to win or lose, but if it's a fight where you're like, this is close, both of these guys are like almost equally as skilled, I kind of want to see who the bigger guy is. That's that kind of shit. Yeah, I like the pub podcast parlay too. I like my shit this week. Loma's going to wreck that hoe. Give her 5th knockout loss. 30-27 Ige all day. And yeah, I think Piper's going to chin check Jack Hermanson. So yeah, it's a tasty little parlay. And yeah, Bogdan is going to wreck that motherfucker. And that's only a unit. Got a little out ahead of my skis last week, boys. Went too dog heavy. Was a little too reckless. Not like crazy. I'm still slightly up this year, but I undid some of my good work over the past couple cards. So gonna right the ship here. So yeah, everyone is looking over and saying Amy Kaplan and that other dude are just looking off in the same direction, anxiously awaiting these stare downs. One sympathizes. So we are almost ready, boys. There is B Fitz. All right, Fitzgerald. Assume the fucking position. $50K. I heard $50K. It is going to be $50K, man. I can see him finishing Feely late. Yeah, he might knock Feely out. Everyone swears that Ige is pillow fisted, but that's against like really fucking good fighters. Dudes that aren't that good. And Feely's good. He's just not elite. And Ige is like, Ige's not elite, but he's the gatekeeper to the elite. Ige's the gatekeeper, man. He's the 45 gatekeeper, and just Feely has never been able to walk through the gate to me. He's never been able to like. Feely is a good, solid action fighter. Low level dudes like Lucas Almeida, he will turn them away. He's a gatekeeper to like the kind of the division. You know what I mean? Like if you're ready to even think about being ranked, you need to be able to beat a fighter like Feely. And he can usually turn those dudes away. Like he has fraud checked several jabronis. But when he himself needs to like ascend to the next level, like take his career to like that next tier, it's like he always seems to like bump his head. And I think this is another spot where it's just like the rubber meets the road. Ige is just a little more steady, a little more durable. It's a little bit harder, a little bit cleaner. You know what I mean? He's not a bitch either. Like Danny Ige will get nasty and make it a dogfight too. And Feely doesn't always like. Fucking saw what happened with Brito, man. Like I know Brito hits hard. Danny Ige ain't no fucking punk either, though. Danny Ige he got some power in his hands. And he's accurate and clean. So yeah. Yeah, I like Daniel Marcos is going to win too. His determination to make the weight will bolster his competitive edge. But yeah, liking this card a lot more than last week. That's why I'm not like discouraged. Took a bath last week, but just feel better about this one. So what it was? Someone is that Flowers? Okay, so that's Flowers is sitting there on the stairs, head in his hands. But that is are they going to bring the scale out, or what sort of a thing are we doing here? So is Flowers going to try and, oh my God, Flowers is going to try and make the weight. Here we go. I think that's what's happening, right? Gotta be. Oh my God. And another fucking advertisement. This is aggravating. There's John Shelby. Yeah. Guess not. Here we go. Now, boys, these are my picks. I already done set my bets. This is the first fight on the card. All right. Flowers and Michael Johnson. Now, Flowers, like, he's a little bit taller. And he's a little bit thicker, but man, like, I expected him to be bigger than that. And he's not as good of a fighter as Michael Johnson to me. So yeah, give me Johnson there. But I don't know why that was the first. I guess they weighed him in first so he could go rehydrate. I don't know. But yeah, this is the real first fight on the card. Man, Richie Lang a little bit bigger than Daniel Marcos. But I think Marcos is the better fighter. I think Richie Lang, like he doesn't have the best chin in the world. So that was an intense stare down. But yeah, Richie Lang a little bit bigger than Marcos there. A little bit of a shocker. Hyder Emil and Fernie Garcia. Now, this is kind of looks like a mirror match. Emil has a way bigger head, but size-wise, they're about the same. Respectful stare down. Yeah, I don't think much of Fernie Garcia, honestly. All right, here we fucking go. This is my underdog of the week, boys. This is my favorite bet of the week. Yeah. Now Pago used to fight at heavyweight, and Bogdan is still like just the same size, maybe even a little bit bigger. And I think once Bogdan rehydrates, I mean, he's fucking huge, dude. He is going to chin Pago. It is going to be a devastating knockout. Let's fucking go. All right. Now, this is a real battleground fight, dude. Another one where they're kind of like, I expected Wells to maybe be bigger, but like, it's almost like Griffin is a little bit bigger. This is crazy, dude. Man, intense stare down. Very, very intense stare down. God. Gritty. That maybe could be fight of the night. Here we go. Prachniow and Devin Clark. Now, Prachniow is a big dude. But Devin Clark isn't exactly a small guy himself, so they're about the same size. Like, Prachniow is probably a little bit bigger, but he's a pretty fucking big light heavyweight. So that's, I just think Devin Clark's a better fighter. Oh, yeah. Bruno Brazil is 5-6 inches taller than Loma. So what? Look, Boomy is a way better fighter. She's going to fuck that chick up. Bruno Brazil is a fraud. She's a cutie pie, but she is a OnlyFans account waiting to be opened. Oki Kwamba, this is a real battleground fight, dude. I think Oki is the better fighter. Maybe Kwamba fraud checks him, but I don't. Kwamba does not have good defense, but I do think he's a better grappler. So I get it, but that is one where I just want to see what I got. I am not convinced that Kwamba is like anything special either. All right, Trevin Giles, Prates. Prates a little bit taller. I mean, Trevin Giles is not going to be intimidated by that shit, dude. He fought Roman Dill. He fought Dricus, dude. I think Prates is going to get fucking fraud checked. I think Giles is going to fuck him up. And I wouldn't be surprised if Trevin Giles takes him down and he tries to play jiu-jitsu and ends up getting fucked up. The dude's been choked 3 times by absolute fucking nobodies. I bet you've heard of the people that have choked Giles. You definitely haven't heard of the people that choked Prates. I promise you. God, Petrosian is a good bit bigger than fucking Vieira. He's gonna knock Vieira out. Vieira about to get chinned. His takedowns fucking suck. Good fucking God, man. RoboCop is huge. He is towering over Brad Tavares. This is insane. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. God damn these ads. MMA Junkie, you fucking corporate motherfuckers, dude. So I guess this fight's still happening. Ihor a little bit bigger. He's a big light heavyweight, or I can't believe this is a middleweight. Intense stare down. Ihor's a little bit bigger, coming down from 205. I think he's gonna get knocked out. He could knock Brychek out, though. We'll see. I think Brychek's been stopped before. Yeah, Danny Ige all day. This is the levels fight right here. Loma Brazil and Ige Fili are levels fights to me. They're the two kind of mismatches of the cards. I know, Andre. You're definitely more of a showman. You're definitely more of an entertainer, but I think Ige's a better fighter. Good God. Pyfer is way bigger than I thought he would be against Hermansson. That's a big boy, baby. You want to talk about a big one? Dammer. Pyfer's huge, man. I think he's going to hurt Hermansson. Knock him out. Damn. That's wild. Well, boys, there's your stare downs. And I think that's going to be the show. I have fucking sucked today, so I apologize for my not being good on stream, but it is what it is. They can't all be bangers. But I do appreciate everyone that came through. And it was real. It was fun. It wasn't real fun, but it was real and fun. And sometimes that's good enough. Let's get the music going, and I will get going. All right, boys. It was another episode. And we got another card. UFC Vegas 86 is taking place tomorrow evening in Sin City in the Apex. Got another 2 Apex cards in a row. We must have done something right. So I hope y'all enjoy the fights. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Like I said, not my finest hour, but it was a stream. I got my picks and my bets out there. Told you what I thought about the weigh-ins. I will put all the banners back up, my picks, my bets, the weigh-in results as they transpired. And, man, I hope you all have a great weekend. Best of luck with all your bets. And I will put everything back up, like I said. But I don't think I put this banner up yet, man. Shout out and salute to the Dome. The Dome is the greatest group chat in the world. It is a very exclusive, invite only, VIPs only, VIPs only, but it is the greatest, man. They are my most consistent supporters. Shout out to you, boys. Best of luck to all of you. And, yeah, let me get the banner. Let me get the fucking avatars right here, dude. This stream has been a wreck, so the fucking outro should be no different, right? But yeah, thank you all again. Y'all are the best. Just have a great weekend. And let's see. Yeah, here we go. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. Aaron the Dog will be back here on this channel later with your boy talking movies today. So if you like movie talk, tune in at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time today for the Cosmic Countdown. Getting close to the top 5, boys. getting real close to the top 10. So tune in for that. Make sure y'all check out the latest episode of the MMA Locker Room Talk podcast. That is Pub Sports Radio's podcast. Download it anywhere you can. Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Spotify, etc. Closing in on 2,000 downloads. Shout out to all those boys. Show, Mills, reigning, defending champ, Money Mills, Billy Briz, all the boys at Pub. Sign up for the Pub Sports Radio UFC Pick'em contest. It's free. It's easy to sign up for. But you got to have good picks, man. The picks have to be good, whether it's luck, whether it's skill. The picks cannot be shit. They have to be good to win. So see if you can beat Mills. I'm sure going to try. I'm going for my 4th victory. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah. Shout out to my dude, Aaron the Dog. He'll be back here later, but make sure y'all check out the latest episode on his channel. Aaron the Dog, MMA and Movie Trivia. This last week's UFC breakdown was a great one. And he's a great dude, so check him out. But yeah, boys, that's about all I got. Have a fucking great weekend. And the live streams. And yeah, let's fucking go. Have a good one. Just my 2 cents. Catch you on the next one. Peace!